Hi everyone, my name is Gabby Dillon. I am the Director of TRIO Talent Search for the Family Centered Educational Agency, and the name of my article is You're Not Finished Yet. The overall purpose of the article was to help students understand that just because your FAFSA is completed does not mean that everything else as far as your college process falls in your lap. A lot of times when students get done with the graduation requirement, they think, okay, cool, I'm done, we're good, I'm just gonna wait till graduation, and that's far from the truth. It's a lot more that needs to happen, which is why the title is You're Not Finished Yet, right? There's a lot more that needs to go on after you complete the FAFSA, which includes understanding your student aid report, which is the summary of all the information you put down, looking at your estimated family contribution, understanding what your EFC will mean for your financial aid award letter later. So there's a lot that happens after the FAFSA is completed. What inspired me to write the article is, again, just experience dealing with students and, having that conversation of, okay, cool, great, it's done, wonderful, high five to you that's done, but you've got a lot more to do before your senior year is over.
Is there anything that you didn't mention in the article that you actually like to speak a little bit on now?
I think the one thing that I didn't mention, or maybe talked about it in a sentence but didn't really go into, is kind of going out of your way, and for a lack of better words, not being lazy. I think a lot of times students kind of get in their comfort zones when it comes to senior year, and when you really know what it is that you want, you're going to do what you need to do to get there. So as a student, do not be lazy. Push yourself, ask questions so that you can understand, because eventually it's not just going to be you and your parents. In some cases it turns out to be you by the end of your college career, and you want to know for yourself what's going on with your financial aid, what everything means, and how it's going to affect you. So do not be lazy. Go after what it is that you need to know so that you can make educated decisions.
It kind of goes into the next question, which is, what are some takeaways that you'd like the students to gain after reading the articles?
I think the biggest takeaway is to not be afraid to ask questions, to not be afraid to get more information about your future.
And final question, what encouraging words would you say to a first-gen low-income student who is in need of help but won't necessarily take the steps even after reading your article?
I think a lot of times in minority communities, we have this complex where we feel like we're not supposed to ask for help. We're supposed to be really strong and know everything. And in some cases it's, I don't want to ask for help because I don't want to seem like I'm, dumb, or I don't know what I'm supposed to know. And I would like to say to you guys to just get rid of that. And this is coming from someone who actually did that in undergrad and in graduate school. Get rid of that notion, get rid of that stigma or idea that you cannot ask for help, because you absolutely can. It is okay to ask for help. Everyone else around you is probably having the same question. And if you don't ask questions, that's when you end up in situations where it's difficult to get out of, or situations that kind of lead you down the wrong path. So ask questions, get the assistance that you need. Don't listen to other people that aren't going where you're going. Get the assistance that you need, because I promise you, when you have knowledge, you're able to make much better decisions that are going to positively affect the rest of your life. You can find my article in the newsletter for District 205. So our programs do work with Thornton Township District 205 High School. So Thornton, Thornwood, Thornridge, and they release a newsletter every once in a while. So you can find the article. I think it's one of the last pages in the newsletter. So please go read it. It's some really, really great information in there. It's also on all of our our social media. So it's on the FAFSA LinkedIn. I believe it was posted on the FAFSA Facebook page as well. So make sure that you guys go look it up. Y'all need to get this FAFSA done. Get it done, get it done, get it done. Get your FAFSA done. It is a time-sensitive form. The longer you wait, if you're eligible for certain funds, you will not get them because you've waited too long. If it's not done, get it done. And if it is done, make sure that you understand what happens afterwards. If you are a student in District 205, so Thornton, Thornridge, or Thornwood, or if you're in the South Suburban area, South Holland, Harvey, Phoenix, Dalton, you can come to the Family Centered Educational Agency. We are housed in all the college and career centers within all of the Thorn high schools. Come and see us. You can also set up a Calendly appointment with us. So we're open to help you get it finished.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Thanks for having me.